Hey everyone, how you doing? I am Clara Barker and I'm reviewing today. This is the Exit Advent Calendar. So this is the 2021 Advent Calendar. Now, you probably won't be able to get this. I don't think that it's going to be available next year, but I'm reviewing this because I've just seen that the pre-releases have come out for next year's, or this year rather, this year's Advent Calendar. And as someone that loves the Exit games, I thought that it was worth me talking about this, spoiler free, but talking a little bit about this and just giving you my thoughts, because you might be deciding whether you're going to buy next year's or this year's Advent Calendar. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, like I say, I am not going to go into spoilers, so this is going to be fairly brief. But for those that know my history, I've reviewed an awful lot of the Exit games and I enjoy them. I really do. They're my favorite sort of escape room type games. And I just have so much fun with them. Me and my housemate, we just really enjoy them. Now, I gotta be honest, the last few that I've played, like a few of the more recent ones, I don't know, they haven't really necessarily jumped out in any way, shape or form, but I've still enjoyed them. I've just not had those particular love moments. And I was curious how the Advent Calendar would work. So I've done two of the, what are they called? Escape puzzles games. And so I've done the last 2 years. Now, they were actually in German and we translated them. So we probably missed something in translation, and it also included an awful lot of doing the translation. So we've played two of the escape puzzle games and we've really enjoyed them. They've been really good. It's really interesting how they've managed to make an advent calendar with puzzles and little puzzles every day, and we were really impressed. But it was absolutely lovely to have one in English. And like I say, the Exit games are my favorite escape room type thing, so I was curious to see how it would go. And it did. It had this really lovely story. So it had this little story going through. You move through the day by day. You read more information, a little bit more of the puzzle. You look at different things. You find new stuff. And it's exactly what you'd expect from an Exit game, from an Advent Calendar Exit style as well. I think it did exactly what I wanted it to do and what I expected it to do. There were some puzzles here that I thought were really interesting. The way you solved them was really unique. They really made use of this different shaped box and different aspects of that. And there was just so much to enjoy. This felt fresher and newer than some of the more recent Exit games themselves, and so this shift into slightly different formats, the most recent Exit games that I've loved the most were the jigsaw puzzle ones. Again, it's this slight shift into slightly different formats, and I can only welcome it. I'm not going to stop playing the base Exit games, but I'm loving what they're doing with new shapes and boxes and stuff like that. So yeah, like I say, I'm not going into it. I'm not going to talk much. And I realize you probably won't be able to get this one, but it's more a question of, do you think that you should get the next one? And I'll be honest, it's February, and I've seen the pre-orders for the next one, and I'm going to get it. So high recommendation from me. Can't wait to play it. I will say, you know, the puzzles, they're all sort of small ones. Sometimes you get them quickly, sometimes you don't, the usual kind of escape room. And we tended to, for a while, we were playing one at a time each day, but then me and my housemate were both traveling back to families and stuff, so we ended up sort of clumping a lot of half the puzzles together and sort of running through in a couple of days. But it was just so much fun, and each of the puzzles felt about right for what you'd expect for an advent calendar. You just want that little bit of puzzle, right? Yeah, it's great. Highly recommend it. Exit Advent Calendar. You might not be able to get this one, but try and get the next one. And I'm Clara. Until next time, take care. Bye.